Chappie is the third film directed by Niel Blomkamp. It stars Sharlto Copley, Patel, and the Crocodile Hunter on steroids. This movie is basically Short Circuit meets RoboCop. It's based in the near future when a mechanized police force polices all the crime in Johannesburg, Africa. And when one of these androids is stolen and given new programming, it then becomes the first android that can think for itself. Now, based on the trailers that I saw, I was under the assumption that this movie would be focusing on the premise that the world is not yet ready for artificial intelligence, and that if this android Chappie is able to continue on with this ability, that he's going to eventually become a threat to all mankind. And of course, someone's going to have to go out there and shut him down. Now, my first problem with Chappie was that they didn't really focus on that premise at all, or the questions that artificial intelligence tends to raise. The more that I think about it, this movie's through line actually plays out much like the movie Friday. These guys over here, oh these guys over there, some money, blah 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 blah, ticking clock, blah 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 blah, pay up or I'll kill you, and then somewhere in between, they managed to throw in some action. My second problem with this movie was that I felt that Chappie wasn't developed well enough. I mean, I cared more when I thought Baymax was gonna die in Big Hero 6. And don't lie, you know you got choked up when Arnold gave you that last thumbs up in the closing scenes of Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Most of the characters in this movie seem pretty one-dimensional, and I wanted to care about the characters. And I feel like if they had fleshed them out just a little bit more, I probably would have. Look, you can have a pretty cool story and some pretty sick visuals, but if you don't make me invested in the characters, I'm most likely gonna check out. Now, while we're on the subject of character, Niel Blomkamp has had the same antagonist in all three of his movies. David James was Kubus in District 9. Sharlto Copley was Kruger in Elysium, and now we got Hugh Jackman as Vincent Moore in Chappie. All three of these dudes are ex-military trained badasses that play by their own rules when it comes to taking down the good guy. Now, District 9 was great all around, but the best parts of Elysium and Chappie are when Kruger and Vincent go on a warpath and start to tear shit up.
You gonna learn today?
My third issue with Chappie is this. Dion is a scientist that created the entire robotic police force and all the programming to control them. He's kind of a big deal. And these gangsters so easily figure out when he's leaving work, post up around the corner, and kidnap him. You can tell me I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that if I wanted to kidnap Tim Cook and have him shut down all of Apple, I'd probably have to do a little bit more than chill outside of his work with a sack lunch and some great drink and wait for him to come out before I could kidnap him. My final thoughts on Chappie, I thought it was cool, but I wanted more from the story and I wanted better character development. My best friend, time out. This guy right here forgot to tell you about the most ridiculous scene in the entire movie. Chappie goes down to the police headquarters, he's tearing the place apart, kicking people through walls, everyone's running, screaming, scared for their lives. Meanwhile, the HBC, she sees all this happening, she's terrified, she starts running, but then makes a course correction to go back for her purse and her coat. Are you kidding me? Is it that important? There's an android killing people out in the lobby. I'm done. I often say, it's not bad, but it ain't good either. The action was seldom, but when it did come to you, it was definitely worth the theater experience. However, I'm still gonna have to lean towards a red box night for this one, guys. I'm gonna give Chappie a 2.5 out of 5. As always, please tell me what you thought of the review. Comment below, tell me if you've seen this movie or if you're thinking about seeing this movie. Alright, I'm out.